Well, good morning. It is October the 7th, 2016, and it's time for another episode of the Isaac David Brigmond Show with your host, Isaac David Brigmond. Well, I also want to try to give you the updates and say that I'm going to try to do this show every day. Some days with faith, some days without. But today's topic, I was noticing through the news, weird news, that there was a man there's a video, and you have to go on YouTube to probably find it. But anyway, you should be able to find it under a whole bunch of other videos about this subject. But there's actually a man. He has these little jars. They look like miniature bell jars, and they have a tip at the end of them. You stick a machine to it, which basically sucks air in. So what he done was he stuck it to a woman, some of them, have little jars, and started sucking, using the sucking device that goes with the jars, and it started sucking in some of her skin, but it done it to the point where it looked to me like her skin was puffing up like a mushroom, and the pores were getting super huge, and blood was coming out. So they listed it as man was sucking blood from woman's back. I tell you folks, we've come a long way in our technology. We've come a long way in our beauty products. We've come along, men and women for that matter. Men's beauty products, women's beauty products, kids' beauty products, all sorts of beauty products. And yet we're reduced to doing ancient methods to try to get modern results. You want something done today? Take ancient remedies and do it. Now, I'm not saying all ancient remedies are bad. I've tried some things that I agreed on. But I'll tell you something. There's some medicines I've seen on the shelves at stores that when you tell folks about them, they'll say, oh yeah, that's been around for years and years. And you're like, what? So, when do we stop trying to use ancient technology and start using modern technology, or a combination of the two, or one instead of the other? Make up our minds, folks. We need to do this. We need to decide where we stand, because I've seen grown men get to the point where they just don't want to do nothing no more. And you ask me, why does it bother me? It don't bother me. And I also think that a lot of these morning shows, some of them are funny, and I agree that they make sense with their humor, but sometimes it makes you scratch your head. Why do these people do the things they do so that these morning show guys will have something to talk about? And actually, I have not figured that out yet. I have not figured it out yet. And that gets me confused, because I'm standing here, trying to figure out why things are the way they are. But you learn after some time has gone by. Let it go. Don't worry about it. Because if you worry about that now, you'll find yourself out there in a mindless world of what the world happened. And I mean, I've seen guys go out. That's about like they say in the news now that Bill Clinton, he gonna tell everything. Oh, well, I thought you was supposedly told everything before. No, you didn't. That don't make no sense. I mean, is there something you're hiding, saying, oh, by the way, I got some truth to tell? Thought you did back then. Makes no sense sometimes with some people. I mean, you think about it, people get to the point nowadays where they won't say much and they won't do much. But yet, when you finally get them to express themselves about, like for instance, if I said, oh, I'm this guy and you know me for years, or knew me for years, I'm going to say somebody that we all know of didn't. So there's two people in this story. I'm the one who's a famous storyteller, and then I'm telling you a story about another famous person. So like Bill Clinton, he's famous. Okay, he's going to tell you all this stuff about Hillary, all this stuff about Hillary. Then he's going to turn around and change the subject and say something else. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this, folks? What do you get out of it? And I realized after some time of saying that, I get where you get out of it. You get out of it the point where You hear people talking, and you don't say nothing about it. So, pretty much, since you don't hear nobody saying much about it, you assume that there ain't nothing to it. Or if there is something to it, what is it to it that we need to know about? Well, I say it like this.